Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to teach you one of the most important and often confusing question types in CAT verbal ability and reading comprehension. So this is the kind of a question types which we generally meet in a CAT exam. Um, and I expect also this time we'll find out also too. So these question types are known as a sentence placement or insert the sentence question, right? So if you look into this, these questions look simple, right? But they test your understanding of the paragraph's flow, structure, uh, tone, and coherence, right? So in this video, what I'm trying to do, I'll show you the exact method that actually I use, isn't it? A clean 6-step strategy that works for any such kind of a questions, right? Now, if I talk about that, what is sentence placement questions look like actually? So in such kind of a question, generally what happens, you are given a paragraph with a blanks with 4 blanks and one sentence that you have to place correctly among them, isn't it? So such kind of a paragraph you may find out like 60 to 80 words, 60 to 80 words. And on this basis of the 60 to 80 words, you would find out one sentence is provided. That sentence could be also, you can say, 10 to 15 words, right? Maybe it depends, right? So you may find out that a very short sentence or maybe very lengthy sentence, isn't it? So, and what students usually do, students usually guess it, but after this video, you won't need to guess. You won't need to guess ever again, right? Let's see that. Before we jump to the sentence placement questions, or I have taken some of the questions from the previous year and that I'm going to discuss. But previous to that, we need to follow certain key idea. So the thing is that the trick is simple. Don't read the paragraph like a story. That is the first, right? So read it like a what? Read it like a structure, right? The way we read the structure. So read like a structure. So because every sentence has a job, right? What kind of a job? You may find out the introduction, if right or not. You may find out the description, isn't it? You may find out the background, background. You may find out the contrast, contrast too. Or you may find out the conclusion, conclusion, isn't it? Once you identify the job, so placement becomes what? Super easy, isn't it? Let's see that. Okay. So we'll follow the six step method. So this 6 step which will help you to handle such kind of a questions. So first, the first step, step one, what is that? Like I said, read the paragraph without the sentence and read the paragraph like a structure, right? So the first thing is called as read the paragraph, right? See, what I'm trying to tell you here is called as it's a very important thing because you can read the paragraph or you may read the sentence. So when you read the sentence, you get the idea what this sentence is trying to tell us, right? But when you read the paragraph, you generally get some ideas, right? Because first thing is to understand the flow, what is happening before and after the blank which is given. So understand that even if you have the blanks in the paragraph, despite the blanks, you read the paragraph in a flow and like a structure. understand the gist of it, understand the theme of it. So, therefore, before you jump to read the sentence, you read the paragraph. Second thing, I also tell my students read the sentence first sometimes. Why? Now, because if you read the sentence is, you can say that smaller than the paragraph. And through the sentence, you get some kind of idea uh, in all that what in one reading that what this sentence tries to tell what, right? But if you read the paragraph also, that's okay. But the thing is that whether you read the paragraph or read the sentence means whatever you do, you try to draw the gist, right? Try to draw the main idea. Now, this is the step one. First, read the paragraph. Second, step two. When you go for the step two, you go to the sentence and read the sentence alone. Read the sentence alone. So, when you read the sentence alone, you ask, what type of sentence is this? Your question should be, what type of sentence is this? What type of sentence is this? Right. So, when you put the question, what type of sentence is this? It means what? Is the sentence describing? Is it describing? Is it describing? Right. So, is it giving any kind of a background? Background. So, uh, so does the sentence have the conclusion, or does the sentence make some kind of a concluding remark? Or you can say that does the sentence classifying the sentence? So in that case, when you put the question, what type of sentence is this? Whether the sentence is describing, whether the sentence is giving the background, whether the sentence conclude the text, whether the sentence trying to classify, isn't it? Then you go for the step three. In step three, you look for the hook words. Look for what? Look for look for hook words. Hook words. How? Like I said, that means what do you mean by hook words? It means called as a looking for the pronouns, right? Pronouns like you can say that this, this, that, this, that, or you talk about these, or you can say that those, or you can say that time words, like you can say latter, earlier, earlier, or you can say that the references, like, um, you can talk about the picture, or the event. So that tell you what must come before it, isn't it? So then you follow the step four. Step four. What that step four is? Now check the logical flow. Check the check the logical flow. Check the logical flow. Don't go with the guess, just go with the logical flow. Like, does the sentence continue? Does the sentence continue? Does the sentence contrast? If any kind of a contrast words are there, but although such kind of a contrast word, or does the sentence, right? You can say that explain, or you will talk about does the sentence continue? Does the sentence conclude? Right. So match that role with the correct blank, isn't it? That is called as just step four. Besides step four, you have also means other two steps which can be called as a step five. Step five that refers to the glue test. Glue test. Now, what do you mean by glue test? Now, this is nothing but called as a golden rule. This is the golden rule. Why? Because in this test, we generally follow with the what? Put the sentence, we take the sentence, or we put the sentence in the blank mentally. So, and we check it. Does the line before and after connect smoothly to the sentence or not? If the flow breaks, it means what? It is not the right spot, isn't it? So that is what known as a glue test. And step six, which is generally considering as a reject, reject wrong positions first. Reject wrong position, wrong position first. When we say that reject wrong position first, it means instead of finding where it fits or which blank is the correct, right, where the sentence fits, we need to find where it cannot fit. So we need to eliminate wrong blanks, and uh, that is also faster, especially under exam pressure, isn't it? So when you follow these six steps, all these six steps, then only you will able to draw the right option where the sentence can fit, right? Let's go with the one of the example, right? Yeah. Now, see that. Here is the one of the questions which is given, and the question given the direction is what? There is a sentence there is a sentence that is missing in the paragraph below. We need to look at the paragraph and decide where option 1, 2, 3, or 4, the following sentence would best fit. Now, please do understand, means like I said, we need to read the paragraph first, right? We follow this all these six steps. So first thing is when we read the paragraph, we find out the horrifying photograph of children fleeing a deadly napalm attack has become a defining image not only of the Vietnam War but the 20th century. Now, if you observe that the sentence at first started with the what? One of the photographs, right? Which is considering as the horrifying photograph. And this horrifying photograph of whom? Children, right? So fleeing a deadly napalm attack has become a defining image not only in the Vietnam War, but the 20th century, right? So, what this horrifying photograph of children shows, that shows nothing but the dark smoke. So, we can find out kind of a description billowing behind them. The young subjects' faces are painted with a mixture of terror. So, when we say that the young subjects may be referring to the children, isn't it? Faces are painted with a mixture of terror, pain, and confusion. Then after, full stop, right? Then after it is stated, soldiers from the South Vietnamese Army's 25th Division follow helplessly behind. It means the pictures or the photographs description is still being continued, right? The horrifying photograph of children fleeing a deadly napalm attack has become a defining image. Uh, just uh, so defining image not only of the Vietnam War but the 20th century. डार्क स्मोक सो क्या दिखा रहा है फोटोग्राफ में सो फोटोग्राफ में डार्क स्मोक billowing behind them and behind the children. The young subject faces are so these children's faces are painted with a mixture of terror, pain, and confusion. सोल्जर्स फ्रॉम द साउथ वियतनामीज सो चिल्ड्रेन के अलावा यहाँ पे सोल्जर्स के बारे में भी दिया गया है. Soldiers from the South Vietnamese Army's 25th Division follow helplessly behind. तो यहां तक हमने डिस्क्रिप्शन देख लिया. उसके बाद लिखा है द पिक्चर वॉज ऑफिशियली टाइटल्ड. द पिक्चर मीन्स द पिक्चर which is indicating about the helpless children, helpless soldiers, right? So the picture was officially titled The Terror of War, but the photo is better known by the nickname given to naked 9-year-old at its center Nepal. And then you have a blank form. ठीक है, चलिए अभी सेंटेंस को चलते हैं। हम सेंटेंस को पहले जाके पैराग्राफ को पढ़ सकते हैं और पैराग्राफ को पहले पढ़ के उसके बाद सेंटेंस को जा सकते हैं। सो व्हाट डज द सेंटेंस ट्राई टू टेल अस? सेंटेंस सेज taken outside the village of Trangbang on June 8, 1972. Now see that, taken outside the village of Trangbang. So this indicates about location, right? On June, it tells about the date, right? The picture captured the trauma. The picture captured the trauma and indiscriminate violence of a conflict that claimed by some estimates a million or more civilian lives. Now, in that case, अगर देखा जाए, यहाँ पे कहा गया है the picture captured. So the picture that was taken outside the village of Trangbang on June 8, 1972 captured the trauma and indiscriminate violence of a conflict that claimed by some estimates a million or more civilian lives. Now in that case, अगर देखा जाए, ये पॉइंट आउट क्या करना चाहता है? ये पॉइंट आउट ये करना चाहता है कि जो फोटोग्राफ यहाँ पे दिया गया है, द हॉरिफाइंग फोटोग्राफ ऑफ चिल्ड्रन so and soldiers. So that picture was taken where the village of Trangbang on June 8, and that picture shows the trauma and indiscriminate violence of a conflict. So trauma and indiscriminate violence of a conflict, कैसे पता चलेगा? Now, because you have already given the idea that children fleeing a Delhi Nepal attack has a defining image, right? Soldiers follow helplessly behind, isn't it? So उससे पता चलता है. So in that case, we can say uh, the sentence could fit appropriate in option 3, not in our option 1 and 2. Why? Because option 1 is the continuation of the description, right? Description of what that photograph shows, isn't it? Then option 2 is also continuation by telling about the children, also continuation of telling about the soldiers, right? Then means option 3 would be nothing but shows about whatever the horrifying photograph. This horrifying photograph means shown about the background location, and the date. So, which is evident, it is a fact, isn't it? Even after the blank 3, it is stated the picture was officially. The picture means which picture? The picture that was taken in the location and in the date. So that was officially titled The Terror of War. So therefore, we can say option 3 could be the appropriate. Because after that, in option 4, it cannot be because it is the end, which is stated about better known by nickname Naked 9-year-old at its center, Nepal. So here, if I say that it applies what? To the real example, the famous Vietnam War, that Vietnam War photograph question. So we have the sentence that says what? When the photograph was taken outside the village of, you can say that Trang Bang on June 8, 1972. So what kind of a sentence is this? This sentence clearly tells nothing but the background details, background details, right or not? It tells about the date, it tells the place, right? And it also tells the significance or importance. Significance or importance, right? So, uh, can it be used in the blank one, like I pointed? No. Why? Because the paragraph has already started talking about the image importance, isn't it? The paragraph has already started talking about the image's importance. So, uh, can it be the last blank? Can it be the last blank? No. The last blank usually expects a conclusion or an impact. It expects what? Conclusion or an impact. Right. Then If we talk about can it come in the middle where the visual description is happening, so and that's something called as a two, which is nothing but uh, indicating about um, visual description that needs the descriptive lines, not background history. So therefore, this is also not so. But after the soldiers are mentioned and before the title of the photo is introduced, so where the sentence fit appropriate. And that's how we know the answer is what? Option 3, which is indicating to option 3, right? So that's what is the correct one or correct way to identify. So next time when you get and insert the sentence questions or called as a sentence placement questions, so you don't get panic actually, right? Just follow the six step method. So that helps you. So what are they? Read paragraph, read paragraph, read the sentence, read the sentence, then identify sentence type, right? What kind of a sentence it is. Then fourth, it's called as a match flow, right? Then fifth, it's called as a glue test. I hope you know that glue test is called as a use the sentence in each and every blank mentally and try to see that after the blank, before the blank fits to the sentence or not. That called as a glue test. Then you can say that eliminate wrong options. Eliminate wrong options instead of eliminate uh, uh, eliminate wrong options or wrong blanks actually. Wrong options or wrong blanks. Instead, looking for the right blank where the sentences fit, right? So that's what is called as a process, which through you can use the uh, sentence appropriately in the blank and make the sentence placement questions 100% correct.